Albert Einstein, who dedicated most of his life to scientific research, used to travel around the world giving lectures. People would pack the halls just to listen to him and line up to ask questions. But Einstein was human too. He got tired. Repeating the same presentation over and over eventually became quite monotonous for him. One day, after yet another long journey, he was on the road in his car with his chauffeur. Einstein leaned his head back, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath. At that moment, his chauffeur turned to him with a smile. "Professor," he said, "I've watched so many of your lectures that I practically know every word of your speech by heart." Einstein slightly opened his eyes and smiled. "Then why don't you do the next lecture?" he said. "I'll sit in the audience and listen." They looked at each other and burst into laughter, but then Einstein added more seriously, "I mean it. No one really knows us personally. You can wear my suit, and I'll pretend to be your driver." And they actually did it. When they arrived at the lecture hall, Einstein was dressed as the chauffeur, and the driver took the stage posing as Einstein. The hall was packed. Everyone was eagerly waiting for Einstein to appear. The chauffeur delivered the entire lecture word for word, without hesitation, and in an incredibly convincing manner. The audience was mesmerized. Everything was going perfectly. Until that moment. Someone stood up from the back rows. Holding a notebook and wearing glasses, he spoke in a serious tone. "Professor," he said, "in this specific part of your theory of relativity, how do you interpret this particular mathematical approach?" The question was so complex that the entire audience seemed to tense up, but the chauffeur didn't flinch. He calmly adjusted his glasses and replied with a gentle smile. "Oh, such a simple question. Even my chauffeur could answer that." And at that moment, Einstein stood up from the back of the hall and slowly walked toward the stage. The entire room froze in shock.